So I know it's gonna sound like I say this every single day, but today I woke up super stressed. So it was a really good thing that I went outside and I meditated and I got some sunlight. The reason why I was stressed is because I was undecided about whether what I was going to do today, if I was going to go into uni and go to gym, or if I was gonna stay at home and just kind of like not do my usual routine. I decided to stay at home and not do my usual routine. So I headed to a gym, a local gym. My cousin has a code for a gym which he let me use, so I was able to go to that gym. So I had to make my way to that gym, but it involved a lot of walking, and the journey to get there wasn't as straightforward as I thought. So it ended up taking like half an hour, and I had to navigate my way through the streets. The reason why I didn't want to go into uni is because of a number of different reasons. Number one is because I had to pay for a new monthly rail card for the whole month, which is kind of disheartening to give up that £90 when like I haven't got a lot of money. And the second reason is because I thought it'd be a bit boring to kind of like do the same thing again, especially when you juxtapose it to, the start of school next week, which is going to be like really busy and hopefully really fun. And also because I got a lot of things in my mind. Like I'm scared that if I go and do my routine, I'm not going to be able to come back and then do all the things that I still need to do. Like I haven't done reading in a while. I haven't looked at my the applications for like masters and things like that. There's so much things that I got to do, and I'm scared that if I do my usual routine, I wouldn't be able to do that. So so it took me a while to get to the gym, and then when I did finally get to the gym, I realized like, oh wait, I deleted WhatsApp the other day because I'm running low on storage, and the code would have gone from my phone, and I know for a fact my cousin's not gonna reply to my message like when I send it because he's probably sleeping. So I had to turn all the way back, which is annoying because obviously I was priming myself to go gym, but obviously I didn't get to go gym. But I see it as a good thing because number one, I got sunlight, and number two, it meant that maybe today was meant to be a rest day. Maybe today I was meant to focus on other things. So I made my way home. I was a bit more cheerful actually. I was a bit excited that I got to go home and relax. So I think maybe that was a good thing. When I got home, I watched my anime. It's called Hajime no Ippo. I don't know why I have to feel like I have to introduce it all the time. It was a really cool episode because it was the episode, basically, there's this character called Miyata, and I actually think he's a really dope character, and he was so cool. There was one scene that I liked. So basically, the story, just very quickly, the story centers on these two characters, and they have like a rivalry, but they like respect each other, and they're kind of like friends. They're not really like enemies. They kind of like respect each other, and basically, one of the character Miyata is better than the other character Ippo, and basically they had an arranged fight, but Miyata was doing this other fight and he got knocked down. And when he got knocked down, despite him being a better fighter than Ippo, he kept saying, Ippo, Ippo always gets up, and he used that to motivate himself to get back up. And obviously there's a lot of context that won't translate well across this message, but it was just such a beautiful scene. I just thought like it was really good, and just the anime in general was just really good. I think it's really good writing and stuff. So yeah, I kind of knocked myself out with that. I think I watched like 3 episodes. I had some lunch, and then after having a lunch and a bit of messing around on my phone, I done some stretching because I felt like I needed to do stretching. I've been feeling like I've been needing to do stretching recently, specifically in my groin, in my glutes, like in the hip area. I feel like I know that might sound a bit funky, but I feel like there's a lot of, it's not stiff, but I just feel like it needs stretching. That area needs stretching, and like it just feels like there's like gunk trapped there. Like, and I know that sounds really disgusting, but like the hip flexors, when I was stretching them, it felt so good. When I was like splitting my legs and stretching the hip flexors, oh, it felt so good. It felt so nice to get some blood flow going. And then I started looking at some stuff for university. I'm looking at masters, so like the masters application process. I'm gonna meet my teacher tomorrow to ask him some questions on it because it is a little bit confusing. I'm wondering how the whole process goes. I'm wondering like if I'm gonna use my grades to, like, what grades am I gonna use to apply, like if it's gonna be predicted, because if it's gonna be predicted, how is it gonna be predicted? Are they just gonna take an average from my last 2 years, which is obviously isn't terrible, but isn't good enough to get into like a really top university? So just all these things. So I was looking at King's College specifically today. I managed to sneak a little bit of time to get to my health and wellness lecture series, which is really good. So I was just going through that. Now then obviously I had dinner with my family. Now we get to the evening.
Prepare yourself.
And I've literally just done like a journaling session, and obviously I also done some more talking with my, literally just sat here and I kind of just like let myself feel. I kind of like, I think there's a lot of stuff you don't actually realize it with me, like there's like a lot of stuff that have just built up over the years. Like over the years I haven't been resentful, but it's really strange. It's like now that I'm opening myself up and I'm allowing myself to feel these things, like there's just so much baggage there, and I'm just remembering like all these times that annoyed me, and I'm just telling myself like it's not right, when before like I would have been like, oh, it's all right, and I would have made excuses, and now I'm kind of like just reliving everything and saying like this wasn't all right, that wasn't all right when it happened, you know. And I think it's just a way for me to heal. Like I just wanted to sit here and just like feel everything and not get distracted. Like I just wanted to sit here and not distract myself and just totally feel it through, you know. And that's just a good way to heal. And yeah, because it is affecting me, and you know, it's affecting my mindset as well. And you know, I think just moving forward, you know, if I do, hopefully if I get through this, I just want to be like a good person, and want to be the type of person who's like, you know, like I wrote about this in my journal, and obviously I don't have time to explain it, but I just want to be a good person. I want to be a person who's accepted by people, a person who and you know, accepted by people, it doesn't mean people pleasing, but it just means like you just have this love for people and people have a love for you. I just want to be that kind of person, a good person, a good man. So you know, that's who I want to be growing up. So you know, now that I'm like 20, I'm like my own man now. I've got to change this thinking, change this mindset. So